What's up, guys? It's Timmy Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Yuriorkis Gamboa versus Devin Haney, which will be a 12-rounder for the WBC Lightweight World Championship. And this fight will be Saturday, November 7th, from the Seminole Hard Rock Casino and Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, and it'll be broadcasted on DAZN. And to get into both fighters, Devin Haney, 24-0, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the current WBC Lightweight World Champion. He's ranked number 4 by BoxRec, and he is one of those recognized top fighters. The top fighters are Teofimo Lopez. I got to put Ryan Garcia in there right now. Devin Haney as well, and Gervonta Davis getting that win over Leo Santa Cruz, as well as Vasyl Lomachenko. Those are the top guys in the lightweight division right now, and I believe he does fall into that category. And getting this win over Yuriorkis Gamboa will put him possibly ahead of some guys, maybe at number 3. But right now, he's at number 4, and I do agree with that. But to get into his resume, early on in his career, he has a KO win against Mason Menard. Then, sorry if I'm saying this incorrectly, a KO win against the formerly undefeated Colansani and Dojeni. Once again, sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. Then he has a KO win against Antonio Moran. Very good knockout. You guys should go check that out. It was an excellent KO, putting Moran flat out cold with a clean right hand. Then he picked up the WBC interim title against Zaur Abdullayev. And then when he took on Alfredo Santiago on the Logan Paul versus KSI 2 undercard, he won the WBC full title. And they did promote him, so that's why it was a full title instead of the interim title in that fight about a year ago. And I do not agree with that. In my opinion, I think Teofimo Lopez right now should be the world champion, and he should still be interim, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, saying it out there. And I do think many people do agree with that. But that win versus Santiago, I was expecting him to get a KO win. I do think he won comfortably. I believe the scorecards were 120-107. He really did beat Santiago, but I was just expecting more from him in that performance. But he's very young at only 24, being a world champion. He's got good power, good speed, very charismatic. I mean, he's the full package. So far, it looks like he's got a good chin, and he's a very good fighter. And moving on to his opponent, Yuriorkis Gamboa, 30 wins, 3 losses, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. As again, fighting out of Cuba. He's won multiple world titles, former featherweight world champion, lightweight world champion, super featherweight world champion. He's just been everywhere. But most of those titles he did win in 2009 to 2011 or 2012. But he really hasn't been able to pick up a world title in years. He is the former unified IBF and WBA world champion, winning against Orlando Salido, and he did take on Jorge Solis and defending those unified titles. But he also, before that, took on Weber Garcia and won the WBA featherweight world title. He just won titles all around. But some of his notable wins without world titles were against Ramon Rocky Martinez, Jason Sosa, and his losses are to Gervonta Davis, which was his last fight, December of 2019. He did lose by 12-round KO, which was expected, and he also had another KO loss to Terrence Crawford, another KO loss to Robinson Castellanos, he was supposed to win that fight. Castellanos was 23-12, I believe so, but then he got dropped multiple times to Gamboa, and his corner had to ultimately throw in the towel and ended in the 7th round. And that fight right there is cherry-picking gone wrong, because he was fighting a guy in Mexico who had more than 10 losses and only 20 wins, and he still got stopped in that fight. I mean, Yuriorkis Gamboa, known for not having a good chin, got dropped, I believe, 4 or 3 times against Gervonta Davis, multiple times against Jason Sosa, who's known for not having power, and he did get dropped a lot against Terrence Crawford. He's just not known for having a good chin. That's why I'm predicting Devin Haney to defend his WBC title, knocking out Yuriorkis Gamboa. Maybe later on, as I said, Devin Haney, he did get the KO win against Santa Cruz, but then somehow knocks out Gamboa in the 12th round. I mean, stuff happens in boxing. You land a perfect shot, the guy gets knocked out cold. But I am predicting Devin Haney to get like a 7th round stoppage against Yuriorkis Gamboa. I know some people were predicting earlier, but Devin Haney, even though he does have 15 KOs, not as much as you would expect, considering he has 9 going the distance. But he does have very good pop, very good power, counter-punching skill. Some say he's the next Floyd Mayweather, agreeing with some other people that have said that. There's a lot of lightweight talents that have been called the next Floyd Mayweather, including Mayweather himself calling Gervonta Davis basically a rebirth of him, except with more power. But this kid, Devin Haney, he really is a boxer. He's got good power. He had great amateur pedigree. I mean, he could really go far at only age 24. And right now, the lightweight division has so many young guys, as I said before. Teofimo Lopez, relatively undisputed or unified, whatever you want to say, at only, I believe he's 24, 23 years old. Devin Haney, world champion at 24. Even though I'm not going to count out Vasily Lomachenko, but he is in his 30s. But, what is his name? Ryan Garcia, only early 20s, challenging for an interim world title and December 5th. And I'm seeing that the winner of this fight is going to take on the winner of Campbell versus Garcia, because that is basically for the WBC mandatory spot and for the interim WBC title. And it's not really going to be a long stretch making that fight, considering that it will be on DAZN, and both fighters are comfortable with Golden Boy and DAZN. And I do see that fight happening. Since the Garcia fight's in December, that fight's actually 50-50, Garcia versus Campbell, but I'll get into that more when the fight nears. But the winner of that will probably fight Devin Haney, because I do see him winning this fight. Mid-2021, April, May, around there. It will be a very big show for DAZN. But once again, say my prediction, I do think Devin Haney will get the job done via 7th round stoppage or 8th round, around there, mid to late in the fight. Devin Haney will pick up a KO win, successfully defending his WBC world title, improving to 25-0 against the seasoned veteran former world champion. And that's really it. I'm Amy Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.